You know it's hard out here for a pimp when he trying to get this money for the rent, for the Cadillacs and gas money spent. We'll have a whole lot of bitches jumping shit. You know it's hard out here for a pimp when he tryna get this money for the rent, for the Cadillac and gas money spent. Will cause a whole lot of jumping shit. You know it's hard out here for a pimp when he tryna get this money for the rent, for the Cadillac and gas money spent. Will have a whole lot of jumping shit.
What's going on, party people? It's your man, 50 Grand, the Godfather, Nate Milton, and you are about to listen to another excellent episode from the Nefarious Media Network. Since January of 2025, we have been putting it down for the crown, and we've been committed to bringing you truthful, thoughtful, turned-up commentary as it pertains to the worlds of sports, politics, pop culture, pro wrestling, entertainment, and life. Yes, life. This thing that we are all just trying to get through day by day. An electric word called life, as the man used to say. And that brings us to the drive for 500. Yes, 500 YouTube subscribers, which gets us halfway to monetization, and 500 Patreon subscribers. Patreon.com/Nefarious Media Network. That's our stretch goal for the year, because if we hit those marks, it allows us the flexibility and the freedom and the funds, quite honestly, to do some more things here at the network, to be more consistent with our shows, to bring you new shows, and to bring some people on to help with production. So if you believe in us, man, if you believe in what we're doing here, because we got a lot of hard-working people, myself included, working 50, 60 hours a week at the shoot jobs, got families, got kids, got responsibilities, but we still do this, man, because we love this and we believe in this. And if you believe in us and you love the shows that we do, help us out, man. Help a brother out. Help a sister out. That's all we asking, because we are trying to change the game by any means necessary, even if those means may be nefarious.
What's popping, good people? You tuned in to the number one spot here for wrestling theories, for live analysis, for the big and all the happenings that went down in Dallas, Texas. You are here at Ring Theory, and I am your host, or one of your hosts, Downtown Gerard Brown. And I'm happy to have my tag team partner here with me as always. Hey, mid-card Jay Lacey. Hey, where you at, Jay? Where you at?
Upper mid-card, put some respect on the name, my man.
Look, I'm trying to push you down, but you know, let me uplift you, man. Hey,
yes, sir.
You could be at the main event soon, man. To the main event.
All good, my man. Hey, glad you back up from Texas, man. You gotta let me know how everything go.
Texas was, man, it was a great trip. I cannot complain. The weather was nice and hot. So if you had chilly weather where you were at, I'm so sorry. I was sweating from my elbows. I was sweating in places I ain't never sweated before. I was told I was in the heat belt. So I was learning new things. But I wasn't just in the heat belt though. I got to also see the AEW World Championship belt.
Okay.
Finally come out that briefcase, and for the first time ever, and it's been too long. We have been without a champion. John's been the champion, and I will give him his props. By the end of it, what a performance, what a match. And I know I was John's number one hater, so I want to get up on here and start putting respect on John Moxley's name. He put on a great performance by the end of it. And I even went back to watch there because I had some sour mouth at the end of that match. Like, that's the same finish as their last Texas death match. Going back to watch the other one, this was a Grammy winning performance for myself. Just watching that, just live there, and just the scramble, the energy behind it. Watching not Moxley, but watching Darby just be like, what is that? What's that up there? Is that a human? It's Darby! Oh my god! Just the energy from that match. I know there might be some negative energy out there, but we don't even check that nonsense because that was an excellent main event. I felt the energy even after a long show. We were there in the arena for it, in the stadium. Beautiful Globe Life. That sucker is huge. You can see it from my hotel. It's crazy,
man.
But how did it look for you at home? How did it feel for you at home?
Man, I texted you on the side. I was like, bro, I have a serious case of FOMO. I mean, I wish I could have made it out there. I mean, the energy from the broadcast felt electric. Everything was like, so everyone was really, really hyped to see what AEW was going to deliver. And it was a long show. It was a really long show, but it was one of those shows that's like, okay, it peaked and then it plateaued and then it went up again. And then once, you thought it was going to go back down, it took it up another level, So, I'll even start with the triple main event, like if there's a such thing as a triple main event, right? But the ladies, Toni Storm, Mercedes Moné, man, watching that match, bro, I mean, I thought that was going to be match of the weekend. And then there was 2 matches to go. But, I mean, just the energy. You thought that there was going to be a letdown of energy. And there really wasn't. So, I mean, at least on my side from what I was watching, it was dope, bro. So, like I said, man, I'm a little bit jealous that you got to attend in person.
I'm about to say, I loved it, and I'm gonna put it out here already up front. This versus WrestleMania going live, this all day. This was so much better than WrestleMania.
Nice.
Start to finish, cost wise, just the energy wise, the satisfaction of what I got out the show. The only thing WrestleMania I will say had on this is I was so bored after everybody left because I stayed a couple extra days in Texas, and I was like, this is not the area to just be hanging out in. I'm gonna need some activities to do. Somebody set up something, please. I was going to the Love Island finale at the bar and watching. I was finding something to do because it was just so boring. But outside of that, this show was amazing, and I mean, even down to like while we were waiting in Globe Life, like I was just walking around trying to get a feel of the energy and whatnot. I saw the station. You had a station where it's AEW Heels, where it's a organization for women that's promoting like a positive space in the wrestling community, which is a great thing to see that. And it's like you could donate to the bracelets and whatnot. They also had, I didn't even know what people. I was like, hey, yo, what you standing in line for? Dude was like, oh, you can get a Topps card made of you, and I'm like, what? Really? I'm like, oh, for real?
Like that.
It's your boy, Downtown Brown on the card. Come
That's
on,
what's
man.
up, bro.
And then I was like, how much is this? And he was like, oh, it's free. I was like, free? $3.99? Like, for real? And I'm just like, there's customer satisfaction in coming to this show. I feel appreciated. If you arrive early enough, you can go to the bar that's literally right next door and go to the preview in the tailgate. And that's where you got Daddy Magic doing whatever. And yeah, it might not be like the biggest stars, but like it's still being around wrestling fans, building up to something, and it's free, and it's just providing a lot of value in your ticket and in your experience. It's a really great show trying to get your customers to tune back in, to get people to like build that energy. And I feel that energy going into that first Chicago residency show that they just had on this past Dynamite. I felt it when Swerve was just being called out, when just different things were happening on that show, when Tony was speaking from the balcony. You got Athena then broke out. And then finally broke out. But
in her home state.
In her home state. Double up. Somebody, lose the title? No. And she gonna win in the Battle Royal. Like, that's the way it should be. Get my girl out of ROH. Ticking time bomb. Let's start there.
Okay.
This is also a weekend where we're gonna celebrate the ladies. Well, we're gonna get to the ladies a little bit later on, but we can start celebrating some of the ladies right here with this. Where do you think Athena will cash in her opportunity with Tony? And I don't think cash in as in cash in the middle, like after she's lost. I think Athena wants that straight one-on-one, no excuses. But when do you call her shot?
It's got to be either in the fall. So it's either going to be All Out or the pay-per-view after that. They've got to tell the story celebrating, the weekend that they had and bask in that. AEW, going back to what you were saying, building up the trust between their fan base and themselves as the company. From what you were explaining, they've got a lot of damage control that they've been doing and building up, with putting on quality shows, quality matches, going above and beyond. That's what we wanted before. That's what created AEW. We wanted an alternative to what was being presented to us from WWE at the time. And so going back to those grassroots and doing that, and by hearing, from your account, what they're doing to generate fan interest, by putting on such quality shows, events, all these different things, that only leads to like, okay, cool. So I should have that sense of FOMO. Next time they're in my city or around my city, I should go buy a ticket, So I think that's a great thing. Starting out with ROH, I didn't watch the entire card. I did watch it in like snippets on social media. Man, Bandito, gotta put some respect on that man's name.
I need to, because I was like, oh, Takeshita, duh. Why would it be any other way but Takeshita?
Right. He's only been putting on hits. He's every one of his. I can't tell you a bad Takeshita match, honestly.
I'm just jealous I wasn't there live. They sold out, and tickets kind of were done in an interesting way, but man, they were sold out. So I got FOMO now. I got FOMO from that because I was at the House of Glory show, and I'm not pooping on the House of Glory show. Support your local indie. I had a great time. It was I saw Keith Lee.
That's what's up. Okay,
he was just there. He was just there.
No. Which one you talking about? The wrestler Keith Lee or the social media Keith Lee? Okay.
I was like, I don't know the social media Keith Lee. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's the one who does a lot of. He used to be a mixed martial artist, and I'm sure he still does to some extent. But he's now known for going to different restaurants and then rating them based on what their food presentation and taste looks like and everything like that. So, but he was on AEW, like they were just prominently showing him. So that's why I'm asking which one. So,
oh man, I now know who you're talking about.
Both are solid.
Okay. But yeah, because he was just. We walked out to go outside for just to get some air because that was hot. That area was hot.
Mm-hmm.
He walks out behind us and then leaves. And so I was like, oh my God, maybe he'll be at All in Texas. But it's just good to see my man doing his thing and living his life. So I'm also just happy for that as well at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I would love to see Keith Lee come back. And I even thought Stokely Hathaway was going to bring him back, but I digress.
We can still wish.
I digress. But to get back to who Athena will be chasing, Toni Storm. How do you feel about Toni Storm defeating Mercedes Moné overall? How did you feel about the match? Did the three Stormbreakers get you?
When she kicked out of that, I thought Mercedes was going over. I thought we were getting the female version of John Cena out of that. She just conjured the invincibility of what John Cena used to have. But I overall, I thought the match, they told a great story. I thought that I wasn't mad. I thought I'd feel a different type of way about it. I thought Mercedes was going to win. I thought the belt collector was going to collect the belt, another belt. Her entrance. Oh, let me start with that. Her entrance. She came out in a lowrider, and then in true villain fashion, she had all the names of her victims that she had beaten since arriving to AEW, just flexing on them. Lowrider, of course, a nod to Eddie Guerrero, who's from Texas. She did the Three Amigos, got booed out the building. I loved it. Her kicking out 3 Stormbreakers, I was like, okay, this is unbelievable. She gonna win. But then the Super Stormbreaker off the rope. And what kind of got me was the way she sold it. That kind of had me kind of concerned for her. But overall, I'm not mad that she didn't win, especially now that we know that Athena has, a future title shot. We know that she's going to face Toni Storm in the future at some point. Tony's probably going to drop the title at some point. This is me theorizing, to Athena, which creates, hey, you know what? We've got a title contender, in Mercedes Moné. And you've also got Tony, who would presumptuously just lost the title, theoretically anyway. So I think they're in good hands as far as the storytelling for that women's championship.
Okay, I like that. I'm going to circle it back to our overall, my last question, which was, when does this match happen? I was just looking at their pay-per-view schedule, and you said after All In. After All Out, I mean.
Yeah.
Well, you got Wrestle Dream, and I was like, oh, maybe it could be Wrestle Dream. Maybe Full Gear, because I was like, I feel like Athena debuted around Full Gear.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But what if Athena brought her over to ROH and said, come to my territory and face me at Death Before Dishonor in the main event? It's a little theory I'm thinking of, but it's only just me looking at this pay-per-view schedule. But I could see her doing and pulling a move like that just for that sake. But I don't want her to go. I want her to be done with ROH in some form. I want her to be full-time on AEW. I don't want her to slip back. She needs to be treated like every other ROH champion who always gets AEW television time, like a Bandito or a Cesaro or a Jericho or Mark Briscoe, Eddie Kingston. I can go down the list.
I think they're going towards that direction because there's such a groundswell of support for her. I mean, it came across the TV for me that, yo, she the one. And everybody wants her to succeed, knowing that she's been the champion for well over, I think it's 2 years at this point, right? So her success over
up to that, almost to 1,000 days.
Almost 1,000. Hey, Roman Reigns territory we're approaching now. So with her amount of success that's down there, I think I like what you were thinking. Have Toni Storm go into that ROH setting, bring some more eyeballs to that product, raise the stock up on that product, and see what happens.
I like it. Well, let's go vice versa. What about MJF? Where does MJF go with his win now of that contract? When does he cash that in? When does he get that title?
I don't know when exactly he would cash it in, but here's what I think would happen. And knowing MJF as shrewd as he is, he'll earn a title shot without even having to use that contract, the extra contract that he's got. He'll lose the match and then cash in with the contract immediately after to get a do-over and then win a title that way. Because that's just the way he thinks.
I'm not mad at that.
It's never been done before.
I like that. I really like that. I would like that at All Out, honestly. And I don't know how people would feel about that.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel about a 2-month Hangman run? I feel like Stone Cold has had a 2-month run with a title to only chase back for it again. I just don't think he gets the rematch right away because my theory is, and I like it. Let's say your theory happens at All Out. We're gonna stack on theories. That match happens. He loses in Canada. Hangman loses the belt. MJF is now champion. The next opponent up is the one we've been waiting for. He has climbed on down from that mountain. I say you let Darby get a run and get a match with him at Wrestle Dream. Have Darby now beat MJF with the thing they've always been feuding over and talking about this whole time. A headlock takeover by the end of it somehow, some way. After a long, grueling match, beats him with a headlock takeover. I know. He wins the belt only to then run into the mountain. I think he debuted live on pay-per-view at Full Gear. His first match. Bobby Lashley will then face Darby Allin for that title. And then I want to say at World's End, we get either a triple threat or a fatal 4-way with all people involved. MJF, Bobby Lashley, Darby, and Hangman, all trying to chase that belt down. That's the rest of your pay-per-view schedule for the year, folks.
I'm not mad at that at all. I mean, you've got a diverse bunch of guys with different fighting styles all in the match and seeing how that would mesh together. I like it. I want
to say, I wish they had an Elimination Chamber style match because since Jon Moxley is not going to sell Texas Death, he's just wrestling trios and we're just good on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we had we can bring all 6 of those people I'm talking about into one match together. I think Swerve, I was like, maybe Swerve's going to be around that world title right away. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe Swerve I like him around Okada. I think those two have a really good chemistry together and we can get into Swerve next, but I think with that long title reign, sometimes you see a belt flip-flop a little bit to get a little energy and move around a second before it kind of stabilizes again. So I mean, we didn't get that with Roman to Cody, but the World Heavyweight Championship, you literally got Seth going from that to literally Drew, Damian, 6 months reign. All of a sudden, it's already now on to Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther to Jay to Gunther to Punk. Excuse me, to Company Man Punk. But
okay,
the benefits starting to pay off. Company, man,
start towing the line.
we on AEW territory. We definitely don't want to talk about this man because he wouldn't be in the Company, man. Anywho, we just leave that alone as it is and go back to All Out. Anywho, we gonna get back to Swerve Strickland. And Will Ospreay. Poor Will Ospreay. Because I don't know what happened to him in the main event. I was mad. I'm sorry. I'm gonna divert back to the main event. What happened to Will? What happened to Will? Why did we have my man get taken out like that?
Yeah, it was to set up what's happening right now, just to write him off for a few weeks. He needs the rest. I mean, my man's been putting in some work.
But
but they didn't have to do it like that.
Joe, I don't know why, but it made sense to Joe earlier in the show. I was like, oh, we're gonna start kicking people out the whole show. Okay.
Mhm.
But when it only happened to Will, I was like, oh no. Is he turning heel now? Like, is he, because he gonna be the only one who just got jumped. Like, and we all had to watch him get jumped. I was really out there like, where's Swerve? Y'all was just tagging a second ago. People over here like, oh, they're gonna have a tag run together. Oh, they gonna get because they're gonna have a tag run because that's such great. My tag partner let me get jumped in front of all of Texas.
You know what? From me to you, I would never do that to you.
Thank you. If you got a plan with some handcuffs, I mean, that's cool. Fill me in.
But another thing I would not do either is like let my music play and then run all the way to the left, run all the way to the right, greet the crowd. You still getting beat down. I would never do that. And with a weapon in my hand, I would never do that either.
Oh my God.
That's uncomfortable.
Watching that was hilarious. I could not help but laugh at this man. Because I just saw on this day, I see clearly. Like, yo, where are you going? We're this way, buddy.
Already winded. You still got to run to the ring.
God,
you still got another 100-yard dash to the ring, bro.
Like, this is a spectacle. Oh my God, take a breath. Come help your boy. At least he ain't hit the Jeff Hardy jig. The Jeff Hardy jig is iconic at this point. Getting jumped.
I'm gonna get this in. I'm gonna get my move in. I'm gonna get these steps in. You was waiting for it. Blood brother or not.
This is my one spot. I'm gonna get this spotted. Let me have my spot.
Man.
They play my music, I do my jig. I'll help you after. My God. But no. How did you feel about the Swerve match with him and Ospreay versus the Bucks? How did you feel about the intros? Because we definitely got some. We got the Assassin's Creed. We got the Ain't Nobody, and it was fun watching some of the folk in the audience say,
"What?"
They was catching on this. Maybe we got to put the lyrics on the screen for everybody, but folks was getting there with it. And for the folks who did know it, everybody was.
You gig into it, bro. I was so happy to see JoJo Offerman there. I mean, shout out to JoJo Offerman, man. Of course, Bray Wyatt's widow, but dude, seeing her perform. I mean, I knew she was talented. I mean, but I didn't really know that she could sing like that, man. Because not everybody can sing that song. Not everybody should sing that song, but she did it. She did her thing, man. So shout out to her. Shout out to that. The match, bro. The Young Bucks. I'll listen to the argument that they're the best tag team out there ever to do it. I'll listen to that argument. You know, they rarely miss. You know, and you got Will Ospreay, who is a savant when it comes to making memeable moments. You got Swerve, who's an athlete who has the potential to make a memeable moment. And then putting those four minds together to create a video game-esque type of sequence. Oh, my gosh. Watching it in real time was just like, dang, that's super I can't even think that quickly, you know? And for them to do it in one take, no mistakes, zero margin for error. I mean, shout out to those guys for doing that, man. It was a great match, and that just set the tone of what that night was supposed to be. So, what was it like seeing it live? I mean,
I had a double moment because I'm gonna just touch on something real quick because it was a cool, nice, intimate show. Swerve had a concert the night before. That concert did not start until midnight.
Okay,
and we already on Saturday. We did not finish said concert till about 2. I don't think we started leaving there around 2:30 because he was taking photos of folks and whatnot.
Nice.
You know I'm gonna get my photo because that's my dog. I'm not just gonna not get that photo.
Shout out to Swerve.
Hey, whose house? But anywho, Swerve's house.
Swerve house.
That man was literally up, doing his thing, and to see that man that active, that hype after that long night previously, I'm like, yo, you a beast. You really do this, and when that passion is real, you see it not only in the dedication of that entrance. Because here's the thing, I'll say this: I didn't know that was JoJo.
Really?
Like
They didn't they showed it on the screen. I was like, that is JoJo. Yo, let's go.
We could not see who that was, but like she was grooving, and she had all of us grooving up in there. And from that to his entrance, the aura, this man just him and Osprey. I was kind of cool with the Assassin's Creed sword play. It was cool, but Will Osprey had his entrance, and I love their custom attire.
Yeah.
The Bucks and their goofy little "We Are the Forefathers" gimmick and taking shots at folks subliminally.
Yeah.
Cool, great, all that jazz. But I won't lie, I like the boat gimmick. The boat gimmick added to it. And it was just kind of cool to see a special entrance. Like I don't feel like you always get those type of entrances from wrestlers that go all the way into the crowd and whatnot for like a spectacle show like this. And it's so cool to have that. And it just they made this show an experience. Like every match, I felt like they did their best to have something special, something going on, or something great to pull from. And so like this match had drama. I had the sour face. I'm gonna be transparent. I had the sour face in this match at one point because I was like, if these Bucks win, if I gotta see my man Swerve lose live, if I gotta see him go 0-3 all in, I can't. Like, I don't want to see Hangman win the belt and have his greatest rival in this company not be able to even like challenge him for that belt. That's heartbreaking. I want to see another Hangman Osprey match. That was a phenomenal end to the Owen. And so yes, I want to see them now for the belt do that, because that was a world championship level match in my opinion.
Yeah.
But you're going to block that? Don't you dare. And to me, I need the Bucks so desperately. I'm watching this match and I'm like, I remember when I used to love the Bucks. I remember when I used to care about the Bucks. And it breaks my heart that I don't like this EVP stuff because it reeks of the CM Punk stuff still.
Yeah.
Because it kicked off with that video and it kicked off with all that silly nonsense. This company was on the rise. And to me, we need to shed the older stories and move on to new stories. But I get needing to hold on to some. And like, I don't think Okada, because I don't want to become a hypocrite in a different breath with the Okada story, but I think they are trying with the Don Callis stuff to strip him of it. He just cares about his friends. But yeah, when it comes to the Bucks, they need to just, I'm not even saying they need to go back to just being the regular old young Bucks. They can evolve and grow, but the EVP stuff is just, I'm good. I don't need it anymore. Please just move on from that whole thing. Just start anew, please. Same with Jack Perry. When Jack Perry comes back, I don't want to hear cry me or nothing. Move on to something else, please. And thank you. There's real glass everywhere. Just use it and be happy. I don't care. Go.
You know what? Going back to intros, because I failed to mention about the Young Bucks introduction. I liked it. I liked the subtle jab. I mean, if you know, you know. I like the goofiness of the Young Bucks. That's what made them a cult favorite. You know, was they were so goofy and they leaned into it, and it seems like we're starting to see, you know, glimpses of that, flashes of what brought them to the dance, so to speak. You know, the one entrance I did not like, I straight up hated it, and the internet's gonna get after me, but you know what? I'm here for it. Kenny Omega.
I knew it. I knew it would have transition.
Oh my gosh. No, okay. First of all, the Omega sign looked like somebody's high school project that got us D plus. And they knew somebody at the stadium. They said, you know what? John Boy over here did something with the Omega sign. We can get him to do it. Man, it was basura. I hated the look of that, bro.
No.
I mean, his theme song coming out, man. I mean, his original one that he had before, I forget what it's called. Is it Devil Cry or whatever? Mm-hmm. But that one, it took a minute for it to grow on me. But this one, you had my man singing with some Undertaker Monk rejects, and it just did not translate. It didn't translate across to the screen for me. I was like, man, this is not good. This is really, really C-level production, and he should have better. He should have greater, because if you're the second of 3 main events, you should be a main event player and have that star quality that everyone else's intro had. That's just me. How did it seem to you in the stadium?
It seemed cool, but
you're being nice.
It just, I don't like that song, man. I don't like that song at all. And my man singing about the fire. I'm good. Like I'm smooth, and then the fire not even lit on the whole sign.
No.
I'm just I don't know what to do. I don't know, Ray. How do you feel about the? Can you teach us how they went wrong in their production? Because you know how to do it, but they was failing us, man. So how could they did better?
Gentlemen, I was just coming on. There's just a couple notes. So yes, Kenny Omega's old theme is called Battle Cry, and the significance behind this newer one, from what I heard, is that it was produced or it was created by, I believe, one of the composers for the Final Fantasy games. Mm-hmm. So I believe that's, I guess, a sentimental, Kenny Omega's into video games, so that's pretty sentimental for him. But I was on board with y'all. I'm like, man, where the battle cry at? Get this garbage off the, because it's not like hype music either. It's not just like, I don't know.
Honestly, if this was in another setting, Showtime at the Apollo, the Sandman would have came across the stage. He would have got that whole setup off the stage. We went right into the Moxley Hangman match. Trash, bro. I'm telling you, I was not feeling that at all. But now, the significance of it, I get it, I understand it. But just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something.
Okay. I'm gonna put it to you like this. Entrances aside, I'm not the greatest fan of this match. And it's because of the ending. I enjoyed the ride until, and I'm sorry, I'm going to have to get a little I hate Don Callis. And that's what we're supposed to do. But, I hate Don Callis. And I got, a personal hate with this man. Because, Mug, you get in the ring and you interfere in Detroit when I'm watching Kenny Omega versus John Moxley in a steel cage match. I got my mama watching this stuff live, and you gonna interrupt my mama first main event with this crap. Get up out of here with that. Now I get up in the car. Cool. I drive my happy little self to Toronto. It's just a couple of months later. But I get to see Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay 2. Oh my God. What they did at Wrestle Kingdom was crazy. I can't wait to see what they're going to do next. Oh, what? We have 2 fake characters, bald people with masks on. Who are these people in these bulletproof vests? And why is Don with them? What's with the bald brigade? What's happening here? And I ain't got nothing against my bald brothers, but these folks,
I hope not.
These people specifically, Don has interrupted match after match after match, and I cannot stand this man literally screwing up my live finishes. I don't pay to see this man. I pay to see classics. He almost screwed up my favorite match of all time, Will Ospreay versus Bryan Daniels.
Mm.
He almost did it, but he didn't. But by George, has he just knocks a little something off of a match for me. And all the interference by the end of this, I get I get the health concerns, and I get the concerns of like, oh, we can't produce the same match that we did before. I don't need you to. I need you to give me just the evolved version of what that is today for you all. That would be cool. Show me what the older side of the game is like. Oh, it's Don Callis? I don't need that, man. And I get that Don and Kenny are like friends and uncle and all that. Kenny, I need him to be done with Don. I need all this to be over with, man. How did you feel watching this at home? Do you feel as harshly as I do? Because I was definitely sitting there with a sour face.
There is no way with the history between Okada and Omega. There's no way they're going to replicate what they did in New Japan. That expectation is unrealistic, and I know that. But the finish has to be better than what we got. You know, I don't know if they're creatively bankrupt. I don't know what's going on with that, but I expected more. I don't despise Don Callis to the level that you do. I think he brings more to the commentary table than he does into the matches that he's interfering in. But I understand why they did what they did with the interference, and after with the press conference, the title is now going to be defended one-on-one, no interference. Okay, great. Can we do that to more matches? Because there's so much interference that goes on that's unnecessary, honestly,
Oh man, they
I think
the Continental Championship rules. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So now, I hope they bring that more or less the interference. Get rid of a lot more of that. I mean, if it happens occasionally, okay, I can live with that. It's pro wrestling. But when it happens all the time, it's comical. I mean, I watch wrestling to suspend my disbelief. Now, when I start expecting something to happen like that, it's comical.
Man,
But hey, I'm just going to sit up and enjoy the ride. Like,
uh-oh. We might have lost my brother.
I think Don Callis got a hold of his feed and cut him.
I'm sorry.
He cut the wrong man off.
Don, give him back.
See, now Jay got attacked backstage like Will Ospreay did. Jay, come back.
Oh no, Jay. Well, in the interim, just to touch on it, it was sad to be there live about the Adam Cole injury. Just to hear that we were standing live for the Tops card, and a cool fan that I got to meet. His name is Patrick. He ended up chatting with us, and he ended up informing us, hey, online, they just announced Adam Cole is going to be removed from the four-way, get removed from the match, and now it's going to be a four-way with Sammy Guevara, Daniel Garcia, Dustin Rhodes, and Kyle Fletcher still. But it's just sad to hear that in his voice, hear that energy. It was heartbreaking because we know about the past the past injuries, and to be here at the grand stage of All In, and hey, glad to get you back, man. We had to pay off Don a couple bucks because Don was coming after you.
He heard the hate.
He said, "Oh, you hate me? I'm the hate, man." But talking about Adam Cole's injury, it's heartbreaking, man. Heartbreaking to hear that about him. How'd you take the news at home? How did it? Because live, it was heartbreaking to hear that in the arena. You could feel the energy kind of dip inside. But how did it take it home?
Yeah. I actually heard about him having to, step away from wrestling before. I heard on my Twitter feed, and I was like, "What's going on? Was there an injury I wasn't aware of?" Because he just wrestled on Thursday, so didn't seem like anything was off. And then going back and watching him address the crowd, him being greeted by Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly. You could just sense the pain because, again, going back to what you were talking about with Swerve, he's passionate about his craft. And, man, just to see that being taken away from him, it absolutely sucks. So, hopefully he has a good recovery. His safety is of utmost importance to him and his family, his loved ones. But, yeah, that sucks that, and he's had like a bad string of like injuries, man, with the ankle, concussions already. I don't know if it's another concussion thing, but that's the only thing I could think of is, that could take you out of the ring for a while would be head related. So, man, hopefully he gets the treatment he needs and takes the time he needs to heal up properly.
I agree. I want him to be able to come back, and I want him to be like Joe. Because do you notice Joe had that string of injuries where it just kept happening and happening?
Mm-hmm.
And God willing, I hope that's not why we took him out with op stuff at All In, but
yeah,
my man has been injury free and doing his thing for a while now, even through a world championship reign, the TV title reigns. My man's been cooking. He's been doing his thing. So it's good to see people getting healthy. I want to see Adam Cole get to that same point because he's got a lot to offer. I don't forget NXT Adam Cole. I don't forget about previous ROH Adam Cole.
Right.
There's so much more that man has to offer. And it's been bad string after bad string. I'm hoping that he's got some more positive on the other side. And yeah, I need to go back and watch that segment on television because I missed the Roddy and Kyle and stuff at first. I missed some parts of that, but then I was able to see it all later on. I want to see more of it just to watch it back. But before we leave All In Texas, just to review it, just to say it, the Syndicate retained their belts. Great to see them. Good on Copeland, as we talked about, ran back and forth before he told Christian to go find himself. We will see where that goes. It's got Copeland spearing Strickland out of his pants right now. So not Strickland. What's his name? Stokely Hathaway. Oof. Good Lord.
I was kind of, going to that pairing between Stokely and FTR, I was hoping the best for both because individually, I like both. FTR as a tag team. Stokely as a personality. It's hilarious. I love it. Marrying the two, I was like, I don't know. But it's actually working. It's working.
It's giving them some new life and it's giving them some new energy. To me, it's better right now than I don't know. The Tony Blanchard thing looked good on the outside because of the Horseman all energy, but like I don't think it ever actually played out to be where it needed to be. I think Stokely is because of like his youth versus Tony Blanchard was just not able to really be able to bump or to be a heel manager for him. Stokely can get in the way, can play the role, can jump in the matches, and he's being able to play that part for the team. And I think he's giving them some new life and energy. His almost aggravating, I'm right about this, and I got the sheet to prove it energy. Right. It's lending them some new energy, but
I like it.
I mean, moving on. Oh, go ahead, my man.
I said I like it. Anytime you can get like Stokely Hathaway on TV, that's a plus for me. I'm good on that. And putting another side to FTR. It ups their factor of relativity. Because I think putting those two entities together, like one's like peanut butter, one's like chocolate. I like peanut butter separately. I like chocolate separately. What if we mesh them together? It turns out it seems like it's working, at least in my book.
Hey, so far so good, man. I'm rocking with
no complaints.
I say, and then the Ops got the Death Riders out of here as they should have before Joe got jumped. We'll see when Joe comes back. People thought Hook was going to come out at some point. Glad he didn't come out to cost the Ops anything. So Hook can come back on his own time, and the ops need to do what they need to do. But with that is ROH. I'm not talking about the 0 hour. I was there live. I don't care about people bringing the boom. I don't eat no chocolate chunk cookies. That ain't for me. I'm sorry. Everybody else, if you enjoy the Costco guys, big ups to you. I was shocked to see Rocky Romero look that short. But outside of that, my man, it's like,
yeah, that in theory that looked like it sounded like a good idea until you actually did it, and I was like, that kid is that big. Might want to reconsider, sir.
And my apologies. The 4-way, the Dustin won. Well, I don't even think we talked about Dustin.
Bro. Pleasantly surprised.
But I was like, oh wow, Kyle Fletcher doesn't win? Wow.
It's Texas. It's Texas. Dustin's from Texas. It kind of seems like fitting now that Dustin is the new belt collector on the men's side.
Hey, crazy. That was not on my bingo card for 2025. I can promise you that. But it makes them now, I think, the first brother combination to have that TNT championship.
Yeah.
Or hold any championship, I want to say, like singles championship in the company. I don't know.
In AEW for sure. AEW for sure, yeah.
That's a landmark thing. So that's cool. That's cool. But with that is All in Texas. It was a great show. Hey, if you can next year, go to All In. If God willing, it falls into my time schedule and my bank account.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to All In because that was an amazing experience. I had so much fun watching that live. And to me, that's how a WrestleMania should feel. That's how you should walk away being satisfied from a show like that. They gave you ups, they gave you downs, they gave you things to look forward to in the future. They moved the show in a direction that the energy and the company truly needs. And to me, to such a degree that anybody other than that noise, it probably took a couple of common folk away. But that noise, I don't care about what that noise came from the Fed. Nah. They did their thing in AEW. And I want to shout out props to AEW because that was an amazing weekend to be out there for. They brought the energy. It was in the town. When I'm pulling up to the airport and I'm seeing it all through the airport, I'm like, wow, this is literally like WrestleMania. Seeing the fans and shirts everywhere. I can go to the store and buy shirts prior to the show. Good vibes, good energy. Keep it going. I love what I see. Before we transition to talk about the other noise and some of that positive bumps that came on Sunday, let's talk about the drive for 500. Because here at Nefarious, we are here trying to raise up 500 subscribers on YouTube. We want to see 500 subscribers on our Patreon. And that way, that allows us to not only bring to you better production, better shows, to improve what we got going here, but also to support the folks that are providing you the entertainment that you love and enjoy. So we would love to see you support us on the drive to 500. Hitting that subscribe button right now on YouTube costs you not a dime, not a penny, not a thing. And so also, if you're going to do that, hit that like button. That helps people see this video and share it out. Hit the bell notification. So, hey, when we go on live, you locked in and you dialed in with us. But with that, let's move on to Evolution because I don't want to talk about Saturday Night's Main Event like that until later on because that can get pushed down because that's the petty stuff. Well, I don't care about the petty stuff. I care about that great production that we're going to get into. Let's start. Actually, before we talk about the actual highlights of the show, I love what we got out of Evolution as a card. I'm happy to see it succeed and flourish up and down from the NXT title match to the Battle Royal tag title match. Every match, I don't think there was a bad match on this card. And I think everybody brought their A game to the show. That being said, these ladies deserved so much better. They do not deserve to just be the history of this show, though it has good value in the name, I think it's very upsetting to me that it's always been slung around in a fight form. Like, oh, we're going to sling the ladies a show over here because they can't go to Saudi Arabia. And so to appease them, we're going to give them their all women show. And only because we got like bigger stars like Ronda Rousey who can carry this for them. Okay, the ladies blew it out the water up and down the card, not just Ronda Rousey the last time. So cool. Why don't we get another one? 7 years go by. Cool. People say, oh, we don't want that again. It'll never happen again. I knew that card was going to happen. Like they had announced that a while ago, like in some form or fashion. I saw that online that Evolution was coming back. Why are we not building this up bigger? Why are we not taking the time with the stories? Why didn't you have maybe you don't want to turn Trish and maybe you don't want to turn Tiff, but like add some depth to that story. It shouldn't just be a video package and like a promo and like, hey, I invited you and I'm picking you. Ha ha ha. Like it shouldn't have been that. So these ladies also being a part of a weekend with the Beyonce concert, why are you taking from the market? Like, why are you pulling from that? They should not be struggling for ticket sales. But when you're also stacking them on top of a market with 2 other shows, you're literally taking from their opportunity. And yes, by Showtime, it was nice. It sounded great. And it brought great energy up and down the card, stars and everything, and sponsors. Unseen before, Maybelline and Walmart. I had never seen a Walmart on the bottom pad before. But these women deserve their own weekend. I want next year, I'm throwing out a challenge before we can dive into the great stuff. I want to talk positive straight after this, but I want to see WWE next year give these women their own weekend.
Message.
I want them to be the main event, the main thing happening on that weekend. Maybe you want to do an NXT show the day before. Okay. Cool. You do that with other pay-per-views. You do that with the Money in the Bank. So cool. I ain't going to judge you for that. Give these ladies their own spotlight. Let them then flourish in that spotlight. Build up to it like it's something to behold. Treat it up. I shouldn't be getting Evolution build with a breakneck pace. Evolution should feel like an evolution. Because if we're not going to put the time into stories, then what's the evolution?
Message.
Are you just doing it to appease us and to appease an audience? But if you're doing it to appease somebody, at least put some effort into it. At least put your back into it. Because you saw what the women did on Sunday. They said, hey, we want another one. Hey, yo, maybe it's you, but maybe it's Maybelline. We did it in the ring and we showed you what it was. So we need other opportunities. You hear this crowd, they not sitting on their hands for nothing. They here for it. So bring it in and give them another opportunity. Look at your system. Your NXT system has built plenty of women. It's amazing to see what you did not have to bring back and that you could just promote of the young and new and the up and coming and the great that you already have. You don't even have a Bianca Belair in a match wrestling on this card. You don't have everybody and you still have a great card like this. Show me what you can do next year. Show me that it's just not this. It's not a vanity project to appease people at a time. Make it feel like an actual event.
Message.
How do you feel, Jay? I'm sorry.
I'm trying to process why it took 7 years. I understand we had COVID and that can put a damper on things, but it should have been. I mean, going into the card, the women knew, like, look, we don't know when we're gonna have another one of these opportunities, and even with the press conference afterwards, they said it may not be an annual thing. I hope it becomes like a staple where, yeah, give the women a chance to fully showcase what they're able to do. This is something that they've scratched and clawed for forever, you know? And I believe they deserve the opportunity. They showcase that they can hang with anyone, any company, any territory, anybody, and they put pride into their performances. And shout out to the audience too, man. The crowd that showed up for them. You know, they weren't slacking at all, and they really appreciated the effort that these women put forth. And going to what you say on your challenge, yeah, I would love to see that, because I mean, the emotion that these women have in putting on these matches, the storytelling, dude, it didn't dip. It was a really good card, and it wasn't a waste of time at all. It didn't feel like Saturday night's main event. and these the performers went out and they did their thing. They took their boot off and put the ankle in it. It was that felt, you know. So I hope that, you know, people like fans like you and me and everyone else out there says, hey, look, we want this. We want an annual event. Showcase what you've got, whether it's from Evolve, whether it's from AAA, whether it's from NXT. You can even pull from TNA if you wanted to. You don't have to. But at least the opportunity is there to showcase what these female athletes can do. I'm here for it.
I like that, man. I fully, we on the same page with this. We want to see the same thing. We want to see that growth from the company, because the women are there. They are showing that we here. Now give us more time. Give us the spotlight. Give us the opportunity. And so let's spotlight 3 of these matches. The 3 matches, we will kick off one with that opener. Because that triple threat for the IC title, Becky Lynch versus Bayley versus Lyra, with Becky retaining, smooth combinations, the near falls, all of it so smooth. And in my opinion, I'm rocking with the ending of the match. That jump over into that pinning combination was a thing of beauty from Becky. And that I'm in a swimming pool watching this match on my phone, y'all, and I'm literally just in the pool clapping, just like, oh my god, oh my god, this is amazing. What did you feel about this match, man? Any favorite spots of yours?
The ending. How do
you feel about the outcome, and who got pinned specifically too? With that being
the ending sequence was for me, bro. That was brilliant. I loved it. I think I don't want to say it was the match of the card, but it could be 1 and 1A between that one and then the Io Sky Rhea Ripley match. But that was some great storytelling. The action was great. I kind of felt that Becky was going to win, and I understand why they did what they did to get to where we're going now. And I'm not mad at it. I'm really not mad at it. So I think the right person won. I think the right story is being told. And I honestly want to see exactly where we're going to end up with going forward with this, going into SummerSlam, which we're 3 weeks away, which is crazy.
Okay. I was shocked that it was. I wanted Bayley to go to SummerSlam with her, but with Lyra going there, I'm the only concern I have. I love their combinations. She gets this. I'm worried about Lyra with her her promos and that energy. You at times feel like it's kind of turning heel. Like she's got this heelish undertone to her.
She has a heelish undertone. Yeah, she does. And I like the fact that she's getting a little bit of an edge to her now, because remember when Becky turned on her, our main argument was, bro, you're getting beat up and you're looking at her asking, why are you hitting me? Stop hitting me. You know, it's like
that.
in a metaphorical term, grow some nuts. Swing back. Don't just let her whoop up on you. Do something, fight back. And so now I think with the character development, she's getting a little bit of edge to her, you know. So I can appreciate that. And so I like that. And maybe she does go, dabble over to the dark side a little bit. I wouldn't be mad at it. I'm more concerned about Bayley. What are we gonna do with Bayley now?
I don't want her to go heel, but if she go heel and get some new music, I'm with it.
I'm not mad.
I didn't told it to her face. She said it at the Sami Zayn show. I can't get jiggy with this. And I can't either, girl. I need you to just get some new... Everything else about you is great. I just need some new music, please and thank you. I can't get jiggy with it. And I need you to get a new finishing move there. Get rid of that rose plant. Come back to the Bayley to Belly. That was way more believable. Bayley to Belly was way more believable. I'm so sorry. Like, it's a hug and a slam. I get it. But more believable than that rose plant.
Maybe time to go back. And she's got Bay Area roots. Why not get a Bay Area type of theme to go with that? Get that bounce. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad at that.
I wouldn't be mad at that either. Well,
real quick, fellas. Y'all bring up that theme song, and we were kind of. I think I was discussing it with Nate when we were having a WWE Evolution live watch. This Death Rebel, man. What y'all think of this Death Rebel? Before y'all get into y'all next two matches that kind of come up, and do y'all love them? Do you hate them? Do you love to hate them? What's going on? Because they got some bangers here and there, like so Solo Sokoa. I love you, Solo. His theme song, and then We Want the Smoke by for the Street Profits. I think both of theirs are Death Rebels. And then Chelsea Green has a good theme, but yeah, it's few and far between to pick from. What say y'all?
I hate them for the most part because I don't think they have a lot of character-enriched songs. Like, I do enjoy Jacob Fatu's song. I think that one has a nice little bump to it, and it feels like his song. And like you said, yeah, you got your Chelsea Greens and Solo Sokoas and certain folk, but like, there's not too many songs. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go get that CFOs. I mean, CFOs was banging. Let's say, I'm not over here like, oh, I gotta go get this Death Rebel song. I'm never saying that. It's not coming out my mouth. Like, and I'm gonna say this. I also think wrestling music is kind of struggling on all sides nowadays. But I'll tell you what, Okada's song that he had on Dynamite, I had my headphones in while I was listening to it. I was like, hey, yo, I'm going to have to look this up. This might be a workout. So what is this? This is kind of bumping. What is this? So
Death Rebel has a lot more misses than hits in my book, you know. I mean, CFOs, they had Adam Cole's all about the boom. You know, not all about the boom, but the one that they were using in NXT, you know, that one was slapping, bro. CFOs has a lot more in the chamber. Death Rebel, not so much, man. I mean, it took a while for Seth Rollins, but how many iterations of Seth Rollins theme songs have we gone through to get to this one that's sticking? You know, so
yeah, you're right.
I'm not for them. I'm not against them. I'm indifferent about them, and that's probably worth paying them.
We gotta get them out of there. I need wrestling music with character or spend the money. And we know WWE don't want to spend the money, so go get you a new in-house company. If we complain this much, go get you some. Where Jim Johnston at? I don't. Can y'all just give him another shot? Can y'all just say I'm sorry? Can y'all make up? Can the marriage get back together? I want to hear the Glass Shatter. Give me a new generation Glass Shatter. Who's gonna be that? Give me that one.
Yeah.
Give me. Yeah. If you smell what the Rock Oh, give me. Oh, you didn't know? Like, give me something. Like, give me, like, compose some. Like, I don't know. Just they don't make anything that stands out. Going to the last two Rumbles, it's been a hard live experience. It's a fun match to watch live. It's annoying when you don't know who's coming out and they don't have the names. I will say they fixed it this year compared to last year, but it still doesn't make you want to pop for these people when they have songs that suck. Even in a Royal Rumble back in the day, people would pop for people they know they ain't gonna win that match.
Yeah,
They songs was going crazy.
Finn Balor's theme song.
Oh man.
His original one? Oh my god. The one he came out to the Rumble with? What is this? But I will say this, the Judgment Day theme song they got now, a whole lot better than what they were rocking with before. Even Dom Mysterio's theme song now, whole lot better than what they originally started with.
Are you in rocking with the other side? That's my joint.
It grew on me towards the end, but this one has a little bit more edge to it. But I'm like, yo, that's
it got a beat to it though.
Yeah, this one it got a little bit something to it. So I'm like, okay, I can rock with that one. But yeah, you're right. They need to cut the check, get somebody else in there because what they're getting right now just ain't it.
And let's use this as an example to transition into this.
Okay.
Jade Cargill versus Naomi. One has a good theme song, one does not. Yeah, we kind of just copied and pasted our homework from AEW with Jade's, but at least we got it right.
Yeah,
and it sounds good, and it matches Jade, and it feels like she's big and strong, and the song feels big and strong. What is going on with Naomi's music? And I'm not saying that we all got like I like to lean on this side. We are, as a people, diverse in our music, and we can listen to a plethora of genres.
100%.
Did Naomi speak? I don't know if I can believe this is on Naomi. I don't think this is on her iPod. I'm sorry. I don't think this is in her iTunes. I don't think this is on her Spotify. I don't know what this joint is, but it's just not it. This not her Spotify 500, top 5, nothing. I don't know, but
it don't match her attitude. That's the thing. It doesn't match her attitude. I mean, she get out there. Yeesh. Yeah, you're right. At least with Jade Cargill's, I mean, they took the template that AEW constructed, brought that over to her presentation and amplified it, and that's what you got. Now, Naomi, I love the attitude change. I love the presentation that she brings. I don't love the music. I don't love the theme. It leaves more to be desired.
And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you because that's the only Naomi hate I'm about to give. Because Naomi and Jade in this match, this is to me Jade Cargill's best WWE match. I watched this start to finish, and I was like, I can see it. If we keep building you up, you gonna be a beast in this mug, and you about to really take off. And by WrestleMania coming up this next year, you should have a spot. You need to have a spot because you about to put in some work, and if you stay to this, you about to take off. Like this about to be this people trying to spit on her for the other stuff and she can't. Give her some time. She's just new to this. Yeah. But she true to this at the same time. Her and Naomi put on a spectacle. Naomi was a great and compelling heel throughout this entire match. Having to play that smaller, she ain't that much smaller. Yeah, we can see the muscles and whatnot.
Yeah.
But she still was able to do that battling back with Jade to the point where you almost thought she got her. She had some innovative offense with that almost Stratisfaction-like face buster onto the chair, spinning through the ropes with the 619 motion. Like, these women were putting on a show that collided and ended with the Jaded off of the mid rope through a table. Naomi taking that like a champ. nose busted, everything, giving it all for her girl to fly like a champion. Like she do the queen motion with the crown. We got to see Jade really lean into being a true queen and do her thing. How do you feel about this match, man?
Loved it. Loved it. I mean, like you were saying, Jade Cargill, this was her breakout WWE moment. And she had an incredible dance partner with her too. So you can see the work that's being done on Jade's behalf. You know that she's putting in the work, putting in the time. And then Naomi too, you know, as tough as she is, getting her nose busted, you know what I'm saying? And that wasn't the end of the night for her either. So, I mean,
I eat that
spoiler, but I mean, knowing that didn't prohibit her from shining, hats off to both of them. I mean, that was a great match. And I'm actually surprised that Bianca didn't get involved in any way, just called it right down the middle.
Yeah. Weird. That was kind of strange, and it was kind of like, what's the point of her being here then? But
yeah,
you know, we can prove that. But you know, she deserves to have a good referee like spot at least one time, because like they dogged her with the EO stuff earlier in the year, like, oh, and then Adam was like, oh, I knew I shouldn't have put you in this position in the first place. Like, dog, shut up. Like, you put her in here. She a wrestler.
Yeah.
Don't spit on her name now that she clearly biased. Stop playing. All that aside, she played her role in this, and it makes me. I hope she is recovering well. I'm just gonna put that. I'm not speaking no ill, but I hope she's recovering well. And I'm
Yes,
leave it at that. But
yes, sir.
Man, to get to the continuation of one proceeding with caution, that led us to the main event. The rest of the show was great. Charlotte got a chance, and we gonna raise the roof to Charlotte, getting that Players Tribune article and whatnot. If you haven't read it, go check it out. It dives into Ashley Fleer, and so go ahead and read into that. But also, you can see some people reading that in the arena, and some folks were trying to get on board. And I think this is going to be a good position for her to be there. I think you got to see the evolution with the NXT Women's Championship, no pun intended. You got Stephanie Vicaire moving on to Clash in Paris to challenge for the World Championship at that point. We'll see if Naomi's still the champion. We got her and Nikki also having this weird partnership on Raw. We'll see where that goes in the future.
You mean Stephanie Buckley?
Oh no. The Clay. She said, we gonna be here till you get it right. Y'all gonna tag together. And you gonna look her in the face and say it. Oh my goodness. But Raquel and Roxanne retained the tag titles and the women's 4-way, but you got to see a good evolution for Charlotte, like we talked about. And then Tiffany did her thing against Trish, and Trish had a really good showing. So good match. And I was like, okay, I guess Naomi's not going to cash in on Tiffany. Okay, here we go. Guess we're going into the main event, because I thought Naomi was going to cash in at Evolution on Tiffany. And so we go into the main event. It's Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. Io, kind of not been wrestling lately, had a bone to pick and had a grind to axe. This woman took it up with Rhea Ripley, and they put on a match of the year classic. A match to say, hey, we are the big stars. We are the ones to carry this. Give us the opportunity. And they blew this match out of the park. Io Sky, to me, it's such a great wrestling babyface. And I love her as a wrestler. I was so scared then when she didn't get into the chamber. I was so nervous for her WrestleMania that, she's just getting the Rhea couldn't beat you. And so now she's going to beat you before going to Mania to face Bianca, because that's where I thought we were going with that.
Right.
Io's not going to get her due or her time. Io has shocked me time and time again, and she keeps blowing me away and keeps, to me, raising her level and stock. And this was one of those matches that proved that, from that Spanish fly to this, the ring psychology in and out, her bringing the best out of Rhea, even almost this heelish tendency side of Rhea. All just such an amazing match. Jay, what you feeling about this match?
I thought we were gonna get a more edgier, real like a heelish type of Rhea Ripley. I'm glad we didn't, because she's a fan favorite. I mean, that's for company wide. She's outside of Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk. You're going to a Rhea Ripley in terms of popularity for the product. All four of those people are not heels. I mean, Roman could be considered heel-ish, but whatever, right? But she's the face of the company. And so I didn't want to see her cheat Io Sky out of the belt. I'm glad we didn't get to see that. I was pleasantly surprised when that music turned up. And like, oh, it's happening. I was so happy, and I was like, okay, that's one thing. I didn't want to get overly excited because once we fast forward, and Naomi starts hitting people with the briefcase, like, yes, it's no DQ. We have a chance. I thought up until that point, they were having a great match. They were having an outstanding match. And, again, that could have been match of the night if, the triple threat wasn't a match, But again, everyone played their role. It was done great. And then we got the 1, 2, 3. I jumped out of my seat, bro. I was so excited, so happy to see Naomi get another crack at the title. I was like, this is what we wanted. This is what we just wanted, another opportunity, for her to, leave WWE, go out, come back, claw and scratch her way into this character, proceed with caution. Yo, she was on to something. I love it. I love seeing the support, bro. I'm just super excited for her. I'm happy for her.
And I couldn't be happier because I did a video about her getting her groove back, and I said she was going to cash in for the World Heavyweight Championship. And so for her to do that, and I said that months ago, I was like, oh yes, we in the pocket with this. Wrong people in the match. Rhea was still a part of the picture, but I just had Bianca there. But I was like, okay, it's all good. She ain't got to be around here. We still doing what we need to. And to me, I just love Big Gold. I hate the design of that other belt. I think that other belt just looks so ugly. And I'm so ready for that belt to go away. And so for her to get that belt, instead, like I was only okay with that belt because Tiff and Jade and her getting revenge on both of them. That's it. And I'm curious to see how that storyline, if that's just us moving away from them storylines, period, and saying like, nah. And I say, are we then thinking Tiff goes babyface? I mean, Tiff goes heel by SummerSlam, so Jay can be a face. I don't know. I don't know which way they're going to try to push it, but maybe they're just seeing Naomi is just too popular with this energy, and they say, we got to pull her away because she might turn Tiff heel. The crowd might go with Naomi over Tiff.
Yeah.
They just might. So, like, what does that say? We don't want that. So let's get her over here on Raw so she can do her own thing over here. I love it. I can't wait to see Naomi in this triple threat at SummerSlam against Io and Rhea. Great time. This has been... Evolution was a great show for the ladies. So
100%.
Before we leave the weekend wars, anything you want to talk about when it comes to Goldberg return? I don't.
Honestly, it was no disrespect. I wasn't clamoring for a Goldberg retirement match to begin with. And you could tell that WWE wasn't really, really feeling it because they only gave him 3 weeks to promote it, right? And then on top of that, they cut my man's speech off mid sentence almost, going out from the broadcast and Saturday Night's Main Event which I thought was kind of odd, But here's what I think, and this is like 4D chess, and this is, again, ring theory, so maybe I've got my tinfoil Dodger hat on or whatever, but hear me out. I hope I'm wrong on this, but I think Seth Rollins' injury is a work. And I think they're working us to get past putting Goldberg or putting spotlight on Goldberg's retirement match because they really didn't want to do it. I mean, Triple H is not Goldberg's biggest fan. Now, the level of pettiness to do this and orchestrate that kind of blowback just to spite someone, that's demon time. I wouldn't put that past this corporation who's done some nefarious things, wink, wink. And I really think that, honestly, it would not surprise me if they went to this level of pettiness to, hey, when you do your moonsault that you've done 1,000 times before, land on it a little bit wonky. All right, go. We'll call it audible. And I know we told Goldberg that, yeah, he's going to go over and get the belt and you were going to cash in, Seth, but you're going to be hurt, okay? And so I think only a few people were in the loop on what was actually happening, wink, wink. And I honestly, that's my theory of what's happening. Now, fast forward to SummerSlam. I mean, I haven't heard of anybody getting injured in any athletic sports, basketball, football, baseball, where they go to get an MRI the next day and they're not able to do so because of swelling. I'm calling BS on that. You know what I'm saying? So I think the cash-in is going to happen at SummerSlam because who is Gunther facing? He's facing CM Punk. CM Punk going to win that belt, and they're going to do exactly what they told Goldberg they were going to give to him. Give the belt to CM Punk. Let him get hey, you came back. You got the belt, buddy. Burn it down. And that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to burn that thing down, bro. I know we're playing 4D chess. I know I sound like I'm a little crazy on this, but the WWE has done way worse for way less.
I don't think you do. I don't think you're crazy. I think you're on the path. I think you are on the exact path of what they're doing in WWE. And I'll be interested to see how that goes and how that actually plays when it comes to the cash in and with Seth. I think it was really needed? I don't know. I hope it doesn't come out to sound the way they're doing it, but I hope it's not as bad and he's not just playing up the injury, if that's like how they're going to use it in the storyline. But because then it makes LA Knight's LA Knight's win look kind of shabby. And that's the one part I'm shifty on. Is like, I don't want to make him jeopardize that win that he just got over Seth. Injury or not, you got a quick, good win over Seth. Cool, do your thing, move forward. But hey, the cash in, everybody loses for they cash in from the look of it. So hey, if he disappears, you are absolutely right. He's now set up LA Knight to challenge him for the World Heavyweight Championship later on. So I like that, man. You cooking. You are not crazy. You are on the path with it. But we got to get on out of here. But to do so, we got to do our main thing of the month. And so we about to talk about the triple main event of the month. So who you got up in the triple main event of the month? Who you got your winner? Who you got your loser? Who you got your all right?
My winner of the month. Special shout out to Dustin.
You win.
Yes, sir. Special shout out to in considerations to Dustin Rhodes. Bro, you would have won. You would have won. But I gotta give this one out to Hangman Adam Page. Now, the reason I give this to Hangman is because AEW is playing some very, very. They're doing some great storytelling. The one thing I didn't realize, I was listening to a podcast, I forgot who mentioned it, but the whole time that Jon Moxley had the belt in the briefcase, Hangman Adam Page had a belt buckle that was like a championship belt. So this whole time, we've seen a resemblance of a championship belt being represented by Hangman. fast forward to when he opens the briefcase, we get the real belt. It's still got Daniel Bryanson's side plates on there. Bro, they're telling some very intricate stories in connecting so many different details. Hangman Adam Page, man, that's my winner for this month.
I love it. I love it. Who you got for your loser now?
Oh, man, this hurts my soul. This really hurts my soul to say this. My loser.
They call me Big L.A.
You lose.
Ron Killings.
Move this man.
Look at the hate.
We went from the highest of highs, getting this man re-signed, to a 2-minute match on SmackDown. And I don't know where they're going with this man. I mean, he's got a contract. They clearly do not have any plans for him. I honestly wish he would have separated and gone somewhere else to get his value. Unless he signed for a nice bag, then more power to you, bro. Get your money. Not mad at you.
You are not wrong about R-Truth, man. Truth breaks my heart to see him just be de-emphasized so hard, so quickly. It's just like, for what? Like, you had something hot there, but that's tough. All right, man, so then who you have for your eyes?
All right, let's see here. There's a couple people I could think of off the top, man, but my all right is going to NXT.
Okay.
As a collective. I wish the WWE would not have put us as fans in a position where we have to choose what we're going to watch. And I have to say, NXT, I didn't get any attention from them. You know, I'm interested to see what Trick Williams is going to do, calling out the Undertaker, and they're going to have a confrontation or whatever. But I didn't watch any of it. I didn't watch any of their PLE. I just was not. There's only so many hours of the day. I've got other responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all right. I mean, if there's something compelling to watch, I'll listen, or I'll hear it from other folks and get that. But I mean, honestly, NXT, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Your parent company put you in this position. You know,
hey,
that's where I'm at.
And
what you got?
They definitely have been thrown into that fire at no expense of their own. So, but at times I feel like that's what's happened with NXT ever since AEW's existence. That's the sad part. But and still I rise. Hopefully, go down there with that in the spirit of Maya Angelou. But when it comes to my winner of the month,
You win.
I got Naomi, because she gonna repeat that sucker a second time. But also, I'm about to cheat. I'll also say AEW, because what a fan experience and what a time to be alive down there in Texas for All In Texas. And I'm gonna cheat again, because I'm gonna say Evolution, because those women and those ladies deserve to be celebrated for their efforts and their collective. That is, to me, if it's not number one of the year, it's number two. And the only show I put up for WWE that can go over Evolution is Chamber. But I think I'm putting it side by side. If you take Chamber separate from all the impacts of maybe that came out of it, I think those are two great efforts from this company. But Evolution, those ladies put their back into it, put their foot up in it, and they did their thing. And so I'm proud of that.
Agreed.
Loser of the month?
They call me Big L.A.
You lose.
Saturday night's main event. Hold that whole L, because I ain't even watched it. I have yet to watch it. And I'm not moving fast to watch it either. Why would I? You did it out of hate. Y'all definitely did it out of hate. So, get out of here. I'm good. Y'all smooth. But for the eye of the month,
It's not right, but it's okay.
all right, WWE. You didn't, and my eye is WWE, but WWE. You had a great Evolution pay-per-view. Like I said before, this is your reminder. Don't get up next time. Put it where it needs to be on a week into itself so it can grow and flourish. Put it in the market where it can grow and flourish. And look at what else is in the market like you would any other show. Don't put it with the Beyonce concert. Somebody who I know was like, oh, I wonder if Gerard's across the street because they know I love wrestling. No, I'm not in Atlanta. I'm in Texas. I would have gone to support the ladies if I wasn't at the bigger show already that I bought the tickets for in December. So next time, do better. And don't stack everything on one weekend so we can actually enjoy your wrestlers and their content. So you did good, but you also messed up. So do better overall. And that is my big 3 of the month. But with that being said, y'all, I hope if you're listening, you still with us, I need you to hit that subscribe button. I'm going to need you to hit that like button. Share this video out with wrestling fans that you know. Because we cooking up ring theories and we're going to continuously be getting ready and cooking them up as we get on the road to not only SummerSlam, but the road on the drive for 500. And so help us get to that goal of 500 subscribers on YouTube, 500 subscribers on Patreon. And hey, jump on board with the Nefarious Media Group because we are putting out content weekly and we got stuff going on for y'all. So hey, join the team, join with us. Jay, you got any last words for us?
Nah, man, you could you plugged everything I was gonna go ahead and plug. Check us out on the Nefarious Network. We got the NWA podcast coming up this weekend. So keep it locked where you got it. You can check me out on the Parlay occasionally. You can check me out on NWA podcast occasionally. But yeah, shout out to everybody on the Nefarious Network and shout out to Two-Way Ray behind the scenes, pulling the strings, man. So with that, you can check me on social media, Instagram, Blue Sky, the Twitter. Holla at me.
Appreciate that, man. Hey, follow my man Jay, my tag team partner, upper mid card, Jay Lacey. Respect on his name. Soon to be in the main event.
Hey,
but with that said, my name is Downtown Brown. You can follow me at Brown First of his name on Instagram. You can catch me on X, Twitter, my preferred name for that platform, Blue Sky as well. But also, you can catch me here on the Nefarious Media Network as we continue to build these theories up. You can catch me on the NWA and you can catch me sometimes on the Parlay. But I'm here and we about to get up out of here because I'm starving and I need some food because these theories, it takes some eats to build these theories. And so until the next one, peace and chicken grease, y'all.